Zdraví diváky. Je to frčet. Jo. Yes. Go live.
Live. Book. And go
3,
live.
2, 1. Go live.
Live. I think we are live.
Great. Hi.
I'm gonna check it.
Check
it out.
Check it. I can say hi many times. Hi. Okay, we are not live.
Just
keep saying
keep saying hi.
Hi,
until I confirm that they are alive.
Yeah, but they will get bored.
Just
Hello.
keep saying
Hello.
saying hi. I need to check it out. Keep saying hi.
Hallo.
Hallo. Yeah.
Guten Tag. Heute machen wir das Stream auf Deutsch.
English, come on. English, please.
Sorry, wrong language.
Yeah, wrong language.
Io parliamo italiano.
I think we are live and we are
Okay.
streaming. Everything is great. We have two viewers at Facebook and one viewer at Instagram. Two viewers in Instagram. Better Half Reviews at Instagram, and who is at the Facebook? Please write us in the comments, and let's get to it.
Let's get to it.
Better Half Reviews. Hi.
Hi everybody.
At Instagram. So nice to see you. Nice to see you.
But we don't see them.
We don't see them, right?
Yeah.
Well, nice of you to see us.
Okay. I can go with that.
Oh, I hope. Oh, I think it is. I think it is. Please, if you can, write us into the comments if you can hear us, if everything is okay at Facebook, if everything is okay at Instagram. We don't have
many experience with video streaming and so on.
Something like that.
Yeah, give us a comment if you want, if you like.
And if you don't want, give us a comment anyway.
Yeah, fair enough.
Let's get to it. Statera, Thomas, Statera.
What is it?
The game we are developing for last 2 years.
Okay. That's why I'm away from home so much.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's the reason.
That's the reason. Okay, I will try to forget. So,
Better Half Reviews at Instagram sounds good. At Facebook, Anthony Morel, hello, I'm hearing us. Video is good. Thank you, Anthony. Thank you for
the feedback.
For the feedback. Thank you.
Good. So I think we can a little bit go back to what we streamed last time, yeah, and do some recap, yeah, if you missed the stream. So I maybe join it with today's topic, yeah. So last time we did a video of what's in the box, yeah.
Yeah.
And
you can find the video at our web pages or YouTube channel, record of the video. So if you are miss it, let's go check it out, but not now. Now stay with us and have this time with us.
If we are boring, you can go now. Yeah, it's
no, you can't.
Okay, so you can already see, we hope, the game board of Statera. Yeah, it's divided into pieces. We described it last time. Yeah, they are modular, so you have a variable game, and
I'm just gonna show what's going on here. So keep talking.
Yeah, okay. And so Philip is showing the variability. You can basically flip the game board or and create another map which is more offensive or defensive. According, it's up to you. Of course, we will always provide a setup for a particular game, but if you know the game, then it's up to you to change it here to have a different game experience. And what you can also see are the scales, which are awesome. Yeah, they are moving. And so this is our first, not first prototype, yeah, but it's, let's say, uh, first prototype which is close to the version which the game. Yeah. So
Yeah.
and today we wanted to focus on one of the or some of our fractions which we have in the game. If you remember from last time, we have 4 factions, so 2 god factions and 2 factions for Statera nations. So maybe you can show the.
Yeah, I'm gonna clean this up.
Yeah, thank you. So each faction or each player, yeah, to be has his own or her own game board. Yeah. So the two.
Maybe like this.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. This will be better. So the two of them, which are on the left side, you can see that they are quite similar. So these are for the Statera nations. Okay, Statera nations in general are meant to be like something like entry faction. Okay? Because what we want to focus on in Statera is that beginners can play with experienced players. We had this. It was a nice touch last time when we played Statera in 4 players. Yeah, it was like 2 weeks ago. Oh, 2 weeks.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
2 weeks ago.
yeah, for 4 players, and there was a new one of our friends was there. He's I'm not sure. He's not so much in the board game hobby, but he was new in Statera. Yeah,
Yeah.
and he played with us, and the satisfying thing was that he had no problems. Yeah, he simply played on a basically similar level as we, and he had also possibility to win. Yeah, a real
Yeah,
possibility.
actually, I played for the other nation, and there is something like need for little bit of cooperation in some part of the game with between the nations. And there was nice touch of him. As Thomas mentioned, he was first time player of Statera, but he managed to outsmart me. He started as my ally, and he played like that. And then he make move that totally win him a game against me. Unfortunately, there was unfortunately for him, there was another our friend who played absolutely awesome game for dragons, and he won the game.
Exactly. Yeah. So, and the other game boards are for the gods. They are more complicated, maybe as you can see. Yeah. And I think today we would like to focus on the Statera nations. Yeah. Of course, anytime during the stream, didn't mention. If you have any question or something is not clear, yeah, our language is not clear, just write it to the comments. Yeah.
We are watching comments at Facebook, at Instagram, so don't hesitate. Write a comment down. We're gonna answer anything you want to know. But as Thomas said, our plan is for this stream focus on Statera Nations, Statera Nation.
And since we now mentioned the questions, we already got one question in advance from Battle Heart Reviews.
Yes, Battle Heart Reviews gave us the question at the Facebook question stories. I don't know how it's called. In the stories, there is this module with questions. So we have a question.
Yeah, we have a question, and I think we can answer it because
Yes.
would you like to start?
We should say what the question is, probably.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, the question is, what is our favorite faction to play? Oh, maybe it wasn't faction to play, but faction in general. I don't know. Maybe correct us, but better have reviews. If you are if I'm remembering it wrong, but I think it was. What is our favorite faction? Period.
I can start.
You
Yeah,
start.
yeah, like so for me it's obviously Farun. Yeah, I like him. He's this mischievous cat.
Yeah,
Okay.
let's show him. Let's show him. I mean
Okay.
just Ferun. Let's let's show Ferun. The game has lots of cards for every faction, different ones. So I'm just gonna pull out Ferun cards, and we showed it last time. Beautiful cards with art from Jana Kilianova. And Ferun is gonna show. Oh, maybe in here. Ferun is mischievous cat. So Ferun is cat.
So I like to play him. He's a god, yeah, mischievous god, yeah, and it's fun because the set of his moves and possibilities is it's a little bit complicated, yeah, but it's fast to learn, I think, yeah, and little bit slow starter, but
Yeah.
then strong in the end game. Yeah, that's me. Okay, I've said enough. What about you, Philip?
Well, I was thinking about the question for a long time. I'm not sure I have an answer because Ferun, I love Ferun. Ferun is awesome, but it's kind of a love-hate relationship. I can't play for Ferun. He's quite demanding for strategic thinking and thinking ahead, and I'm not sure actually if I ever win with Ferun. I uh, maybe yes, but uh it's definitely the uh hardest faction to play in Statera, and I love Ferun because I love Ferun as a developer because it's a beautifully designed faction. I love the mechanics in it, but as a player, not so much. And so the answer for me, um, I think it's gonna be everything but Ferun.
But okay.
Because dragons are awesome. I love the play with the three different characters, and you can um, like sympathize with those characters, with those dragons, and the Statera nations is simple worker placement and uh, um, action building game, but there are little twists. If you are you want to enjoy them, you can. If you don't want to, you
You can't.
it's mustn't. I must.
Oh, you don't have to.
Don't have to. Thank you. If you want to, you can. If you don't want to, you don't have to. And Statera Nations for me, I play those
Often.
not often, but I enjoy it as well. Even if I know the game. That's it. That's it. Better half reviews. super crying smiley face. Well,
I hope.
hope this answers your questions enough, and I think let's get to
Yeah.
the Statera nations as we planned.
Okay, so maybe I will remove game
Yeah.
boards. Yeah. So we can focus for today. You agree with us? Focus today on Statera Nation. Maybe the important thing, which is for the start, is what is your goal? Yeah, what is your target to win the game? This is not as simple as it sounds because we mentioned last time that Statera is a scenario or story based game because you can select according to number of players. Statera is from 1 to 4 players currently, and you can select your scenario, your story, yeah. Uh, and each scenario has maybe a slightly or more, not just slightly, different goal. For example, we played this four-player game, which I mentioned, and in this game, uh, the nations try to balance the scales. So they don't want any god have the upper hand. They don't have two more souls on the scales. This is the first part of the goal, and if you achieve this, the gods are more or less balanced. There is uh, basically then you fight. Who has more buildings win. But there is but if you are a beginner, if you start with Statera, there is a recommendation for this scenario that the for to have it easier in the beginning, the two Statera nations can play together in harmony, just act the gods.
It's actually the it was suggested to us with this game from that friend who played it for the first time that we should mention the more difference between we should mention more the difference between Statera nations and the gods. The game is really built that the nations are on the one side and the gods are on the other side, and there is like this mm, flow between those two camps of factions. You need to think of with the game. So today we are focusing only on really one part of the game, but it's a part which is most crucial for the game because uh, there is no faith without the people,
Yeah, exactly.
without the Staterans. There is if there is no faith, there is no God. So
Exactly.
uh, you have to start with the Statera nations to understand not understand um, to achieve some faith in the world.
In the end, you have all the power.
Yeah.
Okay, so I think let's just get to it. And we can start with the beautiful player boards. Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh, we mentioned it last time, but yeah,
I'm just gonna say one thing. It's
definitely.
it. I think we repeat that. This is prototype. It's the description of the video. It's a prototype. We actually built the prototype with our own hands mostly. So anything what's not in the right place or stuff like that, it's because of that. So it's a prototype. It's the first prototype we built, and let's let's continue.
Yeah. And it's important thing you mentioned because we built this prototype also to get some impression, some feeling from the real thing. But we tested a lot on Tabletopia, on Tabletop Simulator, but if you, I think you know this, yeah, that it's a clear difference when you have the game in your own hands, yeah, your feeling is different compared to the situation when you play it online, yeah, or big screen and
Mm.
everything is in a perfect color, perfect light, or the colors are different maybe because they are differently printed, and so on. Yeah.
And when we are talking about the important things we need to mention, subscribe, subscribe.
Or don't.
Yeah, you have to subscribe.
Okay.
Okay.
Good. So let's continue. Which one should we?
Better half reviews, definitely big difference when it's a physical copy. Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah. So which one should I take and show closer to the camera?
Oh, let's. I think let's just go with it.
Okay, so I will take Chompas.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's more visible. We showed this a little bit during last time. Yeah, but let's dive a little bit deeper.
Well, I'm gonna hold it, and
Okay,
you can show.
okay. So the important thing, which is now I think standard for the board games, is that on your game board you have description of your turn. Yeah, so it's here on the top, and this is why Staterans are like not just this, but you can see from the description of the actions of this turn that they are really easy to start. Yeah. So should I go? I give an examples of the actions, or
Maybe let's go through the board
through the
and
board and
then go to the
yeah,
actions.
you are right, you are right. Yeah. So then below this you have the cost table, because if you need to build, for example, yeah, this is the table. You need to pay for it. In Statera, everything you pay, everything. Sorry, once more. If you need to pay for something, you pay for it with the souls or lives of your Staterans. Yeah, so basically you remove your meeple from the board.
Kind of similarity to death over the years. So there is the flow of the new ones born, newborn Staterans, and some Staterans obviously will die through the years. So some Staterans die when building a new place. Some Staterans die
During fight.
during fight. Some Staterans die for the natural cause.
Yeah,
So
exactly. Yeah, so there is a small table about the costs. So when you then need to build a building, you simply can have a look in this small table and accordingly pay the costs. Then there is some art, and then the last part I would say is this this part here. So on the side and here on the bottom, I will start in the bottom. There are some basic actions which you already have as a default actions. Yeah. So as part of your turn, you are doing actions. Two of them are here. One of them is called Scouts and is a simple move action from one place to another. And second one is called Builders, and it's simply to build up one or two or more buildings in a camp. And then on the side there are three slots here, and these three slots are for you to unlock more actions you can use later on. Okay, so that would be the basic layout.
better half reviews. Urstaterans.
Ursta, yeah. No, they're not so cool.
I don't think so. It's a circle of life. Circle of life. No poor Staterans here. Just cute babies and mighty builders and brave warriors. Oh, maybe not so brave.
Yeah, not so brave. Maybe not as brave as the wild boar on the card.
Well, um, uh, better half reviews. I love all the art. Yeah, the art is really awesome. It's art from, we mentioned it, Jana Kilianova. At our web pages, there is a link. You can check her out. Well, I think I have the action card, so let's continue with the action.
Right. Yeah, let's continue. So, with the actions which we have as a possibility now, or
Yeah, we have, as Thomas mentioned, we have two default actions: move and build. It's symbolized with, you can see it, but I'm gonna tell you, it's symbolized with 2 foot as move, and this build card, building card as as build, and then we have fight. We have a fight action. We have the sword for symbol. We have a draw or renew fight card, because we have a nations fight, like poker a little bit. It's a
poker
mini
based.
mini game of poker. The fight between the nations. So you can draw back the cards you used. It's for your action. We have I actually never anticipated that I would have to say it out loud in live stream.
Just show it.
It wouldn't be visible. I have to say it. We have 2 little sperms
as a symbol.
As a symbol. And it's a sign for. Oh, come on.
Cut.
It's a sign for a born new Staterans in your world. As an action, you can born new Staterans, and the symbol is 2 sperms. Another betrayal ruse. Okay, don't laugh too much. The another action is mind symbol with the X in that mind, and it's because the gods, as we mentioned, the gods try to press. I can't pronounce it. Persuade. Persuade the Saterans to follow their faith, and you can like, well, this action is called desecration of books. So there is some kind of little bit of story in this headline. You lost in some temple. You lost all the holy books, and the holy animal ate it.
Maybe unholy animal.
An animal, and and that's the story, little story behind this action. And the action is every believer on the campsite in the city is
will turn
back to atheist.
Yeah.
So that's the action. You can do this action, and there is again a building action, but we we use actions like action is built, but the action doesn't have to be built only. For example, super builder is during the construction dies 1 Stateran less, but at least 1. So you can use super builder action. It's a build, but it's a build with 1 less Stateran. And I think it's the last action we have is symbol of
Pentagram.
pentagram. Thank you, pentagram. and it actually is can gods send their legates, their ambassadors into the Statera, and you can expel them from Statera back to the heaven
To their realm.
thank you, to their realm.
I think we have some comment on Facebook.
Oh yes, Joseph, would it be better use egg pictogram rather than sperms? Oh yeah, nice touch. Thank you, Joseph. Nice touch. Maybe. Maybe.
But we will change it, and then everyone will want
Want the sperms. Well, but
a good idea.
It's a good idea. It's a really good idea. Thank you for that. But we showed that the chompas are born from egg, but we have another nation, fauns, and fauns are we have a little faun in here also, and fauns. I don't think fauns are born from egg. So maybe all Staterans will be born from egg from now on.
Okay.
Oh, but jokes aside, thank you for this comment. It's actually a really good idea. We will talk about it.
Yeah.
After.
Okay,
Let's
not now.
not now. Let's continue.
Oh, so
I'm gonna give him a like because
Okay.
it's a good comment.
You can.
Oh no.
What did you do?
I think I like. And if we are stop this, I have to one thing I need to say. Right. Or don't.
Yeah. Or just don't. Everybody just keeps telling to subscribe.
Let's continue.
Let's continue. So I think now we can go through the turn, yeah, and
Yes.
show it on the game board.
Yes.
Yeah.
Are we gonna show it? Maybe let's just say Fauns and Chompas are the same.
Yeah.
It's the same board, same meeples, or same number of meeples, and same number of buildings. What's different is art on the cards, and some actions on the cards have slightly different powers. Chompas are more fight.
Yeah, offensive.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And for Fauns are more defensive through the actions. But I think we can show the art on the faun cards, but there is no need for have both factions in here. So let's focus on Chompas.
I will just borrow some meeples from Fauns if we need them later on for some examples.
Yeah. Okay. Alison from Better Half Reviews has joined into Facebook
because you did not like her comments, yeah.
Yeah. She join the other comments. She wanna like too.
Yeah.
Okay, let's give her like too.
Okay, so let's start. In all the scenarios we have so far, and this is still open because we plan.
There is text over there. We need to move it.
Okay. And what I was so in all the scenarios we have until now, and this is important because you can also give us suggestions for scenarios. Yeah, if you subscribe as a tester, again subscribe. Yeah, sorry.
subscribe, or don't, or don't.
At our web pages, you can try Statera at Tabletop Simulator, and you can have maybe some idea for a story for 2 players, 3 players, 4 players, and we can give it a try. We can develop this scenario, and maybe for the Kickstarter, yeah, there will be also included scenarios suggested from the testers. It's also possible.
Yeah, we are actually not we are want to yeah, we are want to develop scenarios with your name on the headline of the scenario, or your friend's name, or whoever wants to participate on the scenarios.
Yeah. It's like buy a star and give it to you.
Yes.
There is a comment, I can see it.
Yeah, there is Alison. Alison thinks she gets a like for every comment in Facebook section. No, Alison, you don't. Just wait at least for the next one.
But thank you for the comment.
Yeah.
So as I was saying, in all scenarios, you start on a campsite we usually define in the setup.
Yeah.
But later on, if you are an experienced, you can change this setup to make the game more interesting, maybe for you to try it. Yeah. So let's start with building and a nice.
Maybe just give us is we have 23 minutes.
Okay,
left.
so let's speed up.
Yeah.
Bye.
That's it.
No. Okay, so you start on a campsite, and the first part of your turn is new birth. So in this part of your turn, it's very simple. You just put one Stateran, Chompa or Faun. It's according to the nation you are playing for, to each building. Yeah, so let's put one more Chompa here.
And you're just following the the not turn
The description.
description on the board.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's new birth. You just born new Staterans.
Yeah, exactly. So that's what we did.
Yeah.
And we
From every building, so there is one building, one Stateran born.
exactly. If you have more, you will born more. And moving to the second phase, which is not this part is is mandatory.
Yeah.
Yeah. The second part is optional. In the second part, is that you can activate new action card.
Yeah.
Important thing, you forget, play further on, you cannot go back. And this is a rule. Of course, it's up to your up to your group, yeah, up to your group. If you decide, okay, you can return. If you forgot, no problem. Yeah, we will not come to your door and ring. Hey, you
Oh, maybe I will, because it's really wrong to go back.
But it will be very expensive.
I'm gonna buy the plane ticket. I'm gonna fly to Alaska, or where do you live?
I think you have to buy a plane, not just a plane ticket.
Oh, the planes are cheap.
Okay, but the fuel is not.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay, so yeah, we described the actions a little bit. Yeah, and so for me, I will do it as an example. I can activate. I don't want to lose both of my Chompas there.
Let's explain it.
Okay,
There is on this card, on not this card, on every action card, like this, there is this number with the skull next to it, and this number says how many Staterans will die when activating the card. Not every round, not every turn, just when activating the card.
Exactly. Yeah. So let's activate the babies. Yeah. So the cost there are 2. So in this case, I have to basically remove 2 because I don't have any other. If I would have more anywhere on the map, I can simply pick. Yeah, I want this one, remove them.
They just died.
Yeah.
You are so evil. For your goal, you murdered the whole village.
I'm a dictator. But I activated a great card, great action, babies, and now I'm moving to third part of my turn, and this is when I can play 2 actions. Yeah. So the first action, I will use the babies right away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe I just add. You have you can play the babies. I'm just gonna talk here.
Okay.
You can choose from 3 actions. Uh, you have scouts, builders, and babies now. So
Right.
you can move, you can build, and you can deliver up some new Staterans.
Exactly. Yeah.
So you used the 2 sperms and
Three.
born.
Three.
You used 2 sperms to born 3 Staterans.
Okay, they are twins. But this was my first action.
Yeah.
Something new?
No,
No.
no comment. I think I overstep with my
Yeah,
last
yeah,
note.
you were rude.
I were rude.
Or not. And as a second action, I can use move, or I can use build now,
Yeah.
or I can use again the babies. So in the rules, current setup is you can repeat your action if you want, if you need to. So I can use babies twice, or you can skip your if you feel like it. Yeah, it's your disadvantage. Yeah, but you can do it. So let's say I will build because I want to get to this nice table. Uh, if you want to build, there has to be a free slot. The slots are not really visible, but there are slots on every campsite. Yeah. Uh, and there has to be a free slot on your campsite, and you have to pay for it.
Yes.
So I'm building now second building. Important because you are always the costs are higher with the
Number of
yeah,
buildings.
with the number of buildings you have on the site. So there is one building, I am building the second building, and it's easy. For second building, I pay 2.
For the first, you pay 1.
Yeah.
For the second, you pay 2. For the third, you pay 3, etc., etc.
Exactly.
For the 10, wait. There are no 10 no more than 4 buildings on the campsite, obviously.
Exactly. So I will just remove the 2 and place 1 building here. Yeah. And
that was your second action?
That was my second action. So basically now I'm done with my actions. And in this case, I have something which is called a full campsite, filled campsite. Yeah? This is a situation where when all the
I just dropped the cards. I'm gonna find them under the table.
I so this is a situation when all the positions, all the free slots, yeah, are filled with your buildings. And in this case, thank you, Philip is already preparing it. You will just reach the middle of the board, of the top of the scales, and draw some divine event card. Steampunk. Steampunk event card.
Steampunk event card.
Each event card has a nice try to be funny story from us, and it also includes a symbol, same symbol which you have all on the action cards.
Yeah.
And it also has a number and a name. And if you are a Statteran, you fill the campsite, you will take this card, yeah, and wait for the fourth part of your turn,
Yes.
yeah, where you evaluate the event cards. So
Let's do it.
let's do it. I will just flip the card. I will try to.
It's blurry.
Okay.
Let's just put it down and
Let's put it down. So this card is called a secret research, yeah, and it's the value of the card is, and the value means that you can add this number of Staterans to your board. So
Yeah.
I will add 2 more. You can only add the Staterans to campsite where you have buildings. Yeah, so I have only one. In this case, I have to put it here. If I would have, for example, building here, I can split them up or put 2 here. It's up to me. But in this case, I have to put them on this campsite. And then there is a special action. In this case, this is mind trick, mind game, which Philip was mentioning, and I can turn some believers on, or can I must. This is
Yes.
important. If there is something you can do, you must do it. Yeah, on the card. So
I think it's kind of general rule for Statera. If there are some exceptions which are really mentioned several times, that your option, but everything else, if you can do, you have to.
exactly. And in this case, if I have somewhere some believers, I must on one campsite uh, turn them back into atheists, into non-believers. Yeah. This is not the case for me because I have only one campsite. But if, for example, I would have here one believer like this, because the atheists are always in the center. Yeah.
We didn't mention the. Maybe it's topic for another time.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let's just focus on the
I
Chompas.
I think we will mention it with gods.
Yeah,
Definitely.
we mentioned it. We mentioned it last time, but not in this stream. The campsite is divided to parts. We will address this in maybe next or the next stream. Yeah?
Yeah.
We have 12 minutes, so let's
Let's
move out.
let's keep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So basically, the center is for atheists, as I mentioned, and the sides are for the gods.
Yeah.
So you can directly see where are the believers. Okay. So
Yes.
in this case, I would have, maybe I will meet here. Yeah, I have a believer here. I had this secret research. I have to turn this one back and place the card bottom of the deck. Everything clear?
Yes.
So, and this was the final part of my turn, and
Yeah.
now I would pass the turn or the
Yeah,
to other player.
it actually took us, I think, like 30 minutes to take the turn, but it's actually like minute in the game. So maybe we really have 10 minutes. So let's maybe we should like continue start to closing it up and preparing for the next stream.
I was just thinking, mention the fight.
Yeah, that was my thought also, but it's not for 10 minutes.
Fight can be for
Yeah.
description. Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course, the game can be played in various ways. For Statera Nations, you can simply build up if you are this defensive type. Yeah. Or you can expand very fast. Yeah, and fight. Yeah.
Yes.
But the fight action, I will mention this.
Yeah.
The fight action is not a default action. You have to open it and pay for it. Yeah. So basically, you have to develop your aggression.
Yes.
Yeah, but
That's true.
the fighting system is not complicated. When you play it once, it's enough, and you can do it. Yeah, but for the description and really describing all the rules, it take more than 10 minutes.
It's well, it's not gonna take 10 minutes when you're gonna describe the rules to your friend at the table. But we are chatty and we can't do it at the 10 minutes because we will gonna play with the meeples and show you the cards and stuff like this. So
Yeah.
I don't think it's the topic for 10 minutes for us.
Yeah. So let's try to close it a little bit and sum it up.
Yeah.
I see some question.
Oh. I'm your new subscriber, Josef. Oh, come on. Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you.
thank Next time we should have some champagne there.
Yeah. Oh, I'm gonna just read it. I have a lot of questions. Maybe the most important is how much luck is dependent in. Oh, I love the question. You can compare it to other games. Helps. Joseph, the game is. I'm gonna say say it like this. Then you go.
I
Then
will.
you continue. The game is absolutely uh, no luck independent at all.
Except
It was maybe I'm gonna say it like this. Was without luck independency at all, but we decided there needs to be some kind of luck in the game for purposes of maybe fun and and uh, uh, and continue.
no, we, as Philip mentioned, yeah, because we do not like to have a lot of luck in
Yeah.
the strategy games, yeah. We build it at first without luck, so no dice, no drafting of cards, yeah. So basic, pure, just your skills. But the problem we had was that at a certain point, with certain experience, you were able to calculate the outcome, and this was no fun. Yeah, because at some point of the game, like at 70% of the turns, you were able to say, okay, basically I have no chance to win, because you can calculate it where when there are numbers and certain actions. Yeah,
But it's important to say this was only if you were experienced player of Statera.
yeah, exactly.
Maybe. Mm, yeah. Continue. Sorry.
Yeah, so it's like in poker when you are really good and you can count cards. Yeah, you basically know if you can win or not. So we decided to put there this element of I mentioned them, the event cards. Yeah,
Yeah.
and these event cards can have some impact on the game during the game. As you saw, I got the card, I got some improvement. Yeah,
Yeah.
but it's up to me. Yeah, I have to decide to build to get the event card. Yeah,
Yeah.
so. Okay, I can build, and get event cards, but then I don't do other actions. Yeah, and maybe
And also the luck part of the event card is only the number of Staterans which will be born, but the place you born the buildings you born them from, or the time, as Thomas mentioned, when you want to draw the card to.
and the second, let's say, small touch of the luck is in the end game, because gods, we will describe it next time, yeah, will get these cards also in under some circumstances, and they can keep them. They don't have to use them as Staterans. They can keep them and use them to influence the scales in the end of the game. Yeah. So, and this makes the game like very, yeah, there is this tension, because he has two cards, he has one card, but you don't know what are the numbers on them, and so on and so on. Yeah, so it keeps a little secret to the end of the game and a certain uncertainty. Yeah.
Maybe that's true. It's not as much luck in the game, but secret. Yeah, it's a little bit luck in it, but mostly it's great for the gods, and a little bit luck for the Staterans.
Yeah. So the only luck in the game is really drawing the cards from the central event card pile.
And actually, we play with this idea a little bit because we have scenarios where there are not yet. We have idea of scenarios without the event cards, but we have scenarios where is more dependency or on event cards, and we have scenarios where is less dependency on event cards, and scenario stories. And if you play those, you can choose what suits you more. If you are the more I don't want to say casual player, but maybe player who don't mind luck so much. You maybe find your way into the story with more dependency on the cards. And if you want to play totally without luck, you can took the cards out of the game. We have 3 minutes. Sorry, Thomas.
Yeah.
3 minutes, and I hope we answered the question.
Let's hope we.
Yeah, let's hope. maybe write us if it's okay. The important thing is, I think overall, we don't like luck in the strategy games, but we think a little bit of it. It's part of the fun.
Yeah, it's spicy.
Yeah. Alison, I like the idea of the event cards. Thank you, Alison. Also, Alison, certain uncertainty. I
Good.
Yeah. Joseph, yep. Thank you. Like. We have 2 minutes.
2 minutes.
2 minutes. It's for we are so chatty today. We are gonna say bye for 2 minutes. I think.
Yeah, or just hold our breath. Yeah.
I'm not gonna do it. Okay. It was great to chat with you again. Thank you, Alison, for joining us on the Instagram and on the Facebook. Totally fun.
Yeah. Thanks everybody for joining, for chatting with us.
Yeah. Thank you, Joseph, for that question, because this is one of important thing we have in Statera, this luck. So it was great. We could answer it.
Yeah. So we look forward for time where we describe
2 weeks.
Yeah, in 2 weeks.
In 2 weeks, every 2 weeks, every 2 weeks in Thursday, 21 set. It's 12 east, I think, and 3 west. Maybe it's other way around. You find it at our web pages, at our Facebook, at our Instagram. So just bye.
Thank you. Bye. Have a great day.